What's up, y'all? It's your boy George the Weatherman. Welcome back to another video. And today, yesterday morning, Hurricane Erin has formed, and what we have here, it is now a Category 1. It is about 75 miles, 75 sustained. It used to be 75 sustained. We're now at about an extra 10 miles. Still gusts up to 90, and we are seeing that it can make that big giant curve. It could turn between the North Carolina and the Bermuda. Just to let you know, Bermuda could still see some high tide waves, as the same thing as y'all in the North Carolinas. So I hope you enjoy. So let's get right to it. Disclaimer: I am not a professional meteorologist, just a guy that likes weather. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Good luck and have a great day and enjoy. So we are now seeing, if I could, let me plot type. No, region. Hold up. So we got Hurricane Erin. Has been formed last morning, and it is doing pretty good. We do have some dust around in the south area where the southwestern bands are supposed to come out or produce, I should say. And it is going northwestern a bit now, so it will likely make a turn. Just a heads up for the Leeward Islands, as you know, it might seem crazy, but luckily there is going to be likely possibly some tropical force winds just for the week south. The weeks, oh my gosh, the south of the outer bands, it is weak because of the dust, as you know, but I want to say, I'm gonna get a closer look, as you know. Or wait a minute, do I have to? Let's get a closer look. As you know, Erin is actually doing pretty good. It's pretty low healthy, as you know. But good news and some bad news. Good news, it is gonna turn between Bermuda and North Carolina between that storm. And the bad news, in my opinion, there is gonna be some high tide and big waves, so it's gonna cause some offshore coast, some flooding and stuff, as you know, but still, it is away from it. I do have to say, for y'all are wondering, for GFS, we do have, it is now 988 millibars, and it is likely it can go a little bit to the west, and it will make that turn once that high pressure is sitting around the Central America and then northeastern. It is likely we could see a Category 4 major hurricane likely, and it's pretty powerful to say it is going to be pretty horrific and might be kind of lucky for the Bermuda. Doesn't mean Bermuda is going to be lucky enough, but according to the 850 millibar winds, around the green and the yellow, you are seeing about 40 to 50 miles. As you know, for the green it will be like 30 to 40 miles, not gust. This is sustained, as you know. By the time by 2 a.m. on August 9th, it is likely going northward while it's heading westward. We're looking at, there's Bermuda, I see right there. Once it starts turning the wind field, it is pretty gonna be expanding towards, my dog's out there, one moment. Sorry, my dog has came in. But anyways, a 938 millibar, if I see it right, if I'm looking at right, that is a really low pressure. And I'm not gonna, what I was gonna say later on in this video in a bit, the iconic model is showing the outliner in it. It's crazy. It's horrific, and it's likely getting a little bit pushing more westward until it curves a little bit later on. So for Bermuda, I have to say this is going to be pretty bad for the winds. Winds are showing about 70, 80 miles. This wind field between the two areas of North Carolina and the South Carolina. North Carolina, you're probably lucky, but I want to say Bermuda is going to be pretty bad for this GFS model, but unless it's away from the center model for Bermuda, that's pretty good news, as you know. But so as you know, we do for the icon, I do have some bad news, but hopefully it doesn't happen because by 36 hours, we're looking at a nice 70 millibar. You probably think it's gonna like be the same model as GFS, but not what you think. But by by 66 hours, August the 18th, as you know, this is a that is low as 936 millibars, and it's pretty kind of got really bad, as you know. 934, I could see it right there in the corner if y'all are seeing it, but it is unfortunately it does totally decrease the pressure while it goes northward. We see a 920 by 81 hours. But before I continue, y'all, this is just a model. Nothing could happen. If it's possible, as you know, it could be happening possible or likely. I don't want to say likely because it's like we're like way hours away, as you know. But as you know, it does decrease the millibar about the low as 904. Um, that is a bit. Icon is taken a bit too serious, but I can agree with the ocean heat content and the actual sea temperatures. 5 p.m. 99 hours away, pretty far away, but I could just say a piece of puzzle of mine. I could say this just would be a crazy example if maybe before the strengthening becomes, but that's all I can say. But once it goes north by a few hours away, 908, 108 hours, this thing is a powerful monster. 909, let's go for. Oh, I thought my computer freeze. But, anyways, 120 hours, that is the maximum for 18Z. So you can go more further, maybe, but this is a powerful monster. I'm pretty glad it won't hit Florida because the last major hurricane that hit Florida in the eastern side, I'm not going to say Dorian because they only felt the effects back in 2019 in September, but I think it's back September of 2004. Hurricane Gene was the only major hurricane to make landfall. Oh, I was going to say, even Andrew hit Miami of Kendall. I forgot. I had to put this right here since I just said it, but my gosh, this is huge. This is huge, huge. And this is going to be pretty bad. But gladly, they call this an outlier. So, shout out to Weatherman Plus, a great man. We are now, let's see, we can look at H. Worth, 18Z. Let's see, we're going back file by now. Let's go for about today, a little earlier, by 5 a.m. 16th, as in today. But as you know, this is about, it says 969 millibars. So by 3 hours, it dropped a millibar. Just a model. I'm just saying, but by tonight, we are gonna see of 954. It is gonna act together, but we're looking at a 10 milliliter wind field, as you know. But by August morning of tomorrow, we're seeing a 948. I can see it says 949, but anyways, this is pretty noticeable. Models did fix a bit. It was just some models that were having a hard time, and some of the graphics weren't this good, or maybe it was too much, or maybe just like the Goldilocks. This board is too cold, too hot, just a sweet spot, and it just goes northeastward. Man, look at this right here. 126 hours from now today. This is huge. I mean, this is a huge eye wall replacement. I still want to see real quick. Y'all are wondering the satellite. Satellite shows a huge eye replacement if this comes true. By the time from the 20th August 20th at 8 p.m. we see a little storm popping up, just some thunderstorms, as you know. But so we are in weathermodels.com, so some of y'all are familiar with. Right now, 6 hours. This is not today. This is the 14th, probably like yesterday, probably like 2 days ago. But you're looking at, this is an earlier model. I'm so sorry if you're wondering, but this is an example. This is all the models you're looking at. Probably look at right here, 54 hours. We're looking at a possible hurricane already, which is now a hurricane. All trend models are. I'm just wondering. I'm looking at the north of this storm. You're looking at right here. I'm probably not worried about that. But as you know, this is a 0 to the 14th, as you know. But I'm pretty amazed that there is a storm by the Carolinas, as you know, or Virginia, south of Virginia, but it's not going to do anything. But I'm pretty surprised by 96 hours or 114, sorry. But look at this. My gosh. It's going to hit Georgia as a tropical storm, maybe a low grade hurricane. It just spins. That is so strange. Mother Nature makes this happen. And a 988 millibar. That is so strange. And it just turns around. And you get the second wave after once Erin turns, as you know. 941, one of the tracks you're looking at, 941, 948, 953 is hitting Louisiana. Oh, I feel bad for everyone else. Man, look at that. That is so strange. Florida would just be like, what is going on? As you know, there's a lot of 30 and 31 degrees Celsius. Oh, I kind of see a 32 by the Texas and Louisiana state line. That is pretty hot. About 89 degrees Celsius. I mean Fahrenheit, sorry, but I wasn't thinking. But for y'all are wondering how bad would this season go later on the season, the other half of the season, I should say. We'll see. It's probably gonna be not worse or way worse than last year. Talking about Florida having flashbacks in 2004, you had Francis, Gene, Ivan, and Charlie. Comparing just three named storms that hit Florida. One was just a hurricane. Two major hurricanes was Helene and Milton. I'm not sure. My cursor right here, we can see, like we get Erin, for example, could make a turn. Wonder why we may likely see a Cat 4 already, so and maybe another system can go through the Caribbean, maybe some on the Gulf, whatever, as you know, but that's probably it, as you know. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll likely do another short video for y'all, so peace out, everybody.